no one in this country can drive as impeccably as I can. I'm sure we've all thought that while we're driving around on the highway or through the city, noticing that people just have no ability to drive a vehicle the way that we need them to drive. The real problem, I believe, is actually a lack of continuity, a need for continuing education, and failure for all of us to work together on the road. Think about it. We go around the country, every state issues their own driver's license, they have their own written requirements, their own road tests, their own separate local laws. We're free to move around from state to state as we desire. We don't know what's going on when we get there, right? For example, the correct distance to park from a fire hydrant in the state of New York is no less than
10 feet.
15 feet. Error. That's okay. That's okay. In the state of Washington, it is 10 feet. What's that all about? They have smaller fire hydrants? They're larger people in New York, or we need spaces? Our firemen must just be, they're burly guys, right? And women. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. It should be the same, right? New York City. No turn on red. Ever. Except one intersection I'm aware of in Corona, Queens, you can actually turn left on a red light after coming to a complete stop. This makes no sense. Absolutely no sense. What about in Syracuse here? I've seen people turning left on red when it's onto a one-way road. It kind of makes sense. Maybe I can do this. I don't know. No, we can't do this. But people start coming up with their own rules. They come up with their own ideas as to, well, this should be the way to do it. Well, perhaps when I go to vote, I'll vote for my state legislator that thinks as absurdly as I do and doesn't have the impeccable driving skills that I have, perhaps. What if? Same laws across the country, not differentiated by state, a national driver's license with the same requirements, written and road tests. Road tests? Well, let's think about that. When did we learn how to drive? Some states you can start driving at 14. Or 12 if it's on your farm. I have an 11-year-old. Absolutely not. Never, ever, ever happened. Some states it's 15, 16, 17, 18. And then when is the next time that we actually test their ability to operate a motor vehicle? Never. So the last time I had proper instruction on how to properly orientate a 2,000-pound bullet, as my father described it to me, I was a teenager. I couldn't even grow a beard then. And for those of you that may have seen me prior to Monday, I had a big beard. No shave November, but I digress. So it is, I don't know, it frightens me that it's been that long for some people since they've been properly instructed on how to drive. What if we had to take a written exam every decade? At 20, at 30, at 40, at 50, and so on. What if we had to retake our road test at 25, at 35, at 45? I can see some of you are getting nervous. Please let me leave the parking lot first. And then what about that driver's license? How do we structure that? Well, my thought is that we actually issue them based off of skill and ability. A red, yellow, and a green license. No need to complicate it anymore. We all know the colors of the light. So the idea is an entry level, a novice driver, operates at a green level. In a typical 3-lane highway, they can operate all day long in that right lane. Not mine. In that right lane, they're allowed to travel at the speed limit, potentially 5 miles over. Nobody's perfect. Okay, give them a little bit of leeway. If they need to pass somebody that's going slower than them, they can move into the middle lane and do so. A yellow driver can travel all day long in the middle lane, and at speeds of up to 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. To pass somebody, again, they can go into that leftmost lane, but then get out of my lane, right? A red driver can travel all day in the left lane, and they can travel at speeds of up to 25 miles an hour over the posted speed limit on a highway. Granted, in the village, towns, 30's 30, but to me, 65 is 90, okay? My thoughts. Now, when you take your road test, if you don't qualify for that red license, which I honestly asked my wife, I will not, you have the opportunity to retake that road test. 6 months after your last road test, take it as often as you want. This will actually create more jobs. This will cause us to study on how to drive. Become impeccable drivers, hopefully. How do we track this? Well, most people have an E-ZPass. What if that E-ZPass device, you took your license, you put it in there, so now when an officer of the law is monitoring through you through his deviant little device, he's able to see, oh, you're speeding by 20 miles over the speed limit. Red driver, you're good. Yellow driver, get over to the side. Come and chase them, not me. People may share their licenses.